Hello friends, welcome to channel Logic Computer Institute, and in this section we'll learn about shortage job first CPU scheduling algorithms. The criteria of this algorithm is which process having the smallest CPU execution time, the CPU is assigned to that process next. If two processes having the same execution time, then first come first serve is used to break the tie. So we see the example for C shortage job first algorithms. Consider the following set of processes that arrive at time 0. The length of the CPU execution time is given in a millisecond for each process. So P1 has the execution time is 5, then P2 has 24, P3 has 16, P5 has 10, and P5 has 3 execution time. So in diagram there are ready queue in which P1, P2, P3, P4 and P5 process, and short-term scheduler picks the process which has the shortest execution time and assigned to the CPU. And after completion of first process, so short-term scheduler then again pick the process which has the shortest execution time in the remaining process, and that process assigned to the CPU for the executions. Processes executes in the shortest job first order. We get the result shown in the following chart. Arrival time is 0 to all process. Out of all the process, P5 having the least CPU execution time, that is 3 milliseconds. So the CPU assigned to that process first. After the completion of P5 process, the short-term scheduler searches the remaining 4 processes, that is P1, P2, P3 and P4, to select the shortest CPU execution time and then find the process P1, and CPU is assigned to that process. After the completion of process P1, the short-term scheduler again searches the remaining 3 processes, that is P2, P3 and P4 and P4. Now we calculate the average turnaround time, waiting time and response time. So average turnaround time, the formula is turnaround time is equal to finish time minus arrival time. Then turnaround time for process P1 is finish time is 8 and arrival time is 0, because all process have arrival time is 0. So here I write the 0 0 0. This is the arrival time for each process, and this is the finish time. So process P1 has finish time is 8 and arrival time is 0. Then turnaround time for process P1 is 8 milliseconds. Then same, calculate the turnaround time for P2, P3, P4 and P5 and calculate the average turnaround time by writing the turnaround time of each process, or addition of turnaround time of each process and divided by number of process. So 1 to 1 is the addition of turnaround time and then divided by 5. So 24.2 millisecond is the average turnaround time. So next we calculate the average waiting time. Formula is waiting time is equal to starting time minus arrival time. So waiting time for process P1 is 3 minus 0 is equal to 3. The waiting time for process P1 has 3 milliseconds. Then calculate the waiting time for P2, P3, P4 and P5 by using this formula and calculate the average waiting time. The addition of waiting time of P1, P2, P3, P4 and P5 divided by number of process and calculate the 12.6 millisecond. This is the average waiting time. then again average, then we calculate average response time. The formula is response time is equal to first response minus arrival time. So we calculate the response time for process P1, that is first response get is 3 milliseconds minus 0 is equal to 3. The response time for process P1 has 3 milliseconds. Then calculate the response time for P2, P3, P4 and P5, and we calculate the average response time by adding the response time for P1, P2, P3 and P4 and P5 divided by number of process, and this is the average response time 12.6 milliseconds. In this algorithm also having the average waiting time and average response time both are same, because shortage job first scheduling algorithm is also non-preemptive scheduling algorithms. The main advantages of this algorithm is it's having the least average waiting time, average turnaround time and average response time as compared to first come first serve algorithms. But this algorithm is also suffering from some problems, such as the length of the next CPU execution time. It is difficult to know. Then big jobs are waiting so much time for CPU. These are the disadvantages of shortage job first scheduling algorithms. Thank you and subscribe our channel Logic Computer Institute for more videos.